Hey guys, Slysssa here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I haven't been feeling very well, but been trying to produce content still because we have the new patch. So in this game, I will not be on camera. I do have my puppies on camera though, and this is a MILLHOUSE elemental game. Now, MILLHOUSE is really interesting because of the new elemental cards, so I wanted to talk about it. The first one I just played is Refreshing Anomaly. Refreshing Anomaly is a card you want to pick up a lot with MILLHOUSE because it makes your rolls 0 when normally your rolls as MILLHOUSE cost 2. Alright, let's talk about Sellemental. Sellemental is the new elemental token, though it doesn't look like a token. You purchase it for 2 gold as MILLHOUSE and you sell 2 minions from it, therefore you gain 2 gold. So it is a free card, and anytime you see it, you should purchase it. Notice that I didn't roll for free from my Refreshing Anomaly. You don't want to use it right away. You want to use it on a turn that you're offered a terrible shop, or maybe when you level and want to get to a higher tier minion sooner. So here I'm able to level and also sell a Sellemental to get the water droplet and then purchase a minion so that I'm getting stronger on board every turn. But you can also consider that your Sellemental, if you golden the original Sellemental, then when you sell it, you get 2 water elementals. So then you can find another Sellemental and golden the water elementals, and then you would have 2 goldens pretty easily. So that's another option with your Sellemental. So you can see here I'm kind of offered a trash set of minions, so I decided to use my free roll there. But here, interesting minions because the free dealing gambler is always great with MILLHOUSE. You purchase it for 2, sell it for 3, so you are gaining money with it. Also another Refreshing Anomaly, so again, my next roll could be free. Though the token is interesting because that's a free purchase. You buy it for 2, you sell it for 2. But Anomaly is a free roll plus a body on board, so I think I valued that higher in this situation. Again, do not roll with it right away because you just be getting a new shop, which you're getting anyways when you start your next purchase, so there's just no point. Those curious about which puppy is on camera right now, that is Miss Pyra. Pyra is my oldest dog. She is just turned 3. And she is my little princess. I love her. Alright, so MILLHOUSE level on 6 gold. Get the free roll because then I could buy a 3-drop if I wanted to. By just selling 1 minion, so it made the most sense to use the free roll here. So can sell a 1/3 for a 3/3. Can also consider buying the pack leader first to get more stats on board if I think that's valuable. I can't remember what I do. Yeah, it looks like I decide to... Am I gonna decide to buy both? Yeah, because you can sell the micro mummy as well. I think that's what I decided to do, sell the micro mummy. It's like when you're playing MILLHOUSE, you just have to get as strong as you can each turn with what's available to you. You can't be like greedy. So this is the most optimal play to preserve my health in the most. There's a triple, and when you are MILLHOUSE, you always want to triple into 5 drops. Now, it used to be that you would hold off and triple into a 6 drop to find Caligos, but now you can go into an elemental build earlier because you can find either Lil Rag or Chef Nami, whatever, which we did here. Now the question is, which one do you take? Do you take Lil Rag or do you take Nomi with MILLHOUSE? And I believe when it's this early, with the early plays, you take Chef Nomi because you can get to Lil Rag later, and then all your elementals are already pre-buffed. So this early in the game, a Chef Nomi is OP. So freezing for a double elemental on the other side. The problem here is like I could sell a minion to buy the one elemental, but it makes my board weaker. So although I lose out on a gold, every play that would buy the elemental would make me weaker. And it's not like it would be a buffed elemental. And you want to buy the refreshing anomaly first so that the cyclone gets buffed because of the Chef Nami. So the correct play was not to spend that extra gold. Oh, it's the double cyclone. I forgot about this. So yeah, we can do the refreshing anomaly here now. Because elementals just make purchasing and selling so much easier for MILLHOUSE, it's a great comp to go with him now. Get the free roll. Can play the cyclone to get the buff on the fire. And this is why also Nomi is better than Lil Rag for MILLHOUSE, is because buying the refreshing anomaly would be a really weak buff for Lil Rag because it's only +1/+1, but it's such a strong buff for MILLHOUSE, and so it's just better with Chef. So this elemental is a triple because I have 2 water droppers on the board. So if I sell this elemental, I will have the triple. Also, this elemental is great for buffing with Nomi. The problem with this right now is board space. Do I give up a cyclone, which is a pair? Do I give up a really buff fire, or do I give up the selfless hero? And I think I decide here to give up the selfless because I just don't have a lot of minions right now that I'd want to get double divine shield to, because you want to give double divine shield to very high attack minions, and we just don't have those yet. We're still trying to develop, so we just got to selfless hero early. Golden selfless hero is one of the best late game minions right now, surprisingly, but it's too early to have it because we still need to develop the current minions on board. So we got to a genie, and we noticed that Ragnaros down there still hadn't completed his hero power. So we're looking here, and normally as a MILLHOUSE you would buy Xeris. But the thing was, I had the opportunity to knock Ragnaros out if I make a tempo play. So buying the 5/5 and the 4/5 is the tempo play to try and knock Ragnaros out before he gets to his hero power, which is kind of important right now. So although I wanted to buy the Xeris because it's the best MILLHOUSE play, I went for the best lobby play, which is to knock out Ragnaros before his hero power comes online. As you can see, he gets his hero power here, and he's a bit stronger than I realized. So it's good that I made the tempo plays and not the Xeris play in the situation. I would have tanked a lot more damage if I bought the Xeris. And Xeris is nice when you don't have a comp decided for you as Millhouse, but we already have a comp decided, so I don't think Xeris was the right play. Just getting more elementals out, buffing what's across the board. Discovered a triple. So I think I do misplay this ordering a little bit because I could play... Oh no, I played it correctly. There's no space now to play the 17-17 first, so I think I would take this to see what I get. Whiffed on a second Genie or a Gar. And again, I kind of misplayed that. I probably should have played the Amalgadon first and then bought the Wind Fury, but I don't think I knew what I wanted to end on. And that's the hard part about playing Chef Nomi boards. So I sell that because no Divine Shield, no Poison. I'm really weak compared to the rest of my board. Selling off the smallest minions to put on the largest, which is surprisingly a 1-drop. When you have 2 gold left as Millhouse, you always should purchase and not roll, even though the roll was free. We didn't have space on the board anyways, so picking up the Divine Shield is a good use of my resources. Get it back eventually. See, we got a Lieutenant Gar in our hands. Lieutenant Gar is great with Millhouse and cycling elementals because you can get a ton of buffs. The counter to the Lieutenant Gar is a 1/1 poison though, which can be rough. So we're gonna take this opportunity to level. Looks like I think this is a good point to level. So for Millhouse, for those who do not realize it, you get offered an extra minion every time you level to an even tavern tier. So we just leveled to tavern tier 6. That's an even number, and therefore we'll be offered an extra minion, which is important with Millhouse because it is expensive to roll. Therefore, just the more options you have, the better. There is another Divine Shield over there, so you could buy it, but you'd have to give up on a large minion to buy it, so that's the consideration. And Genie is hard to give up on because it's still cycling minions. Gar, we just got going, so I think we're just gonna let that one slide. See, Genie gave us another Gar. Very exciting. I actually love Golden Gar. It's like this OP scaling Battle Master. So if you used to be a fan of Battle Master, it's like the guy your girlfriend told you not to be worried about right there. Oh, and there's the triple Gar. So do have to figure out the ordering, make sure we play both Gars to start buffing the one across the board and the health of each other's Gars. Gar's an interesting card because you can't just play it and end your turn. It's an 8/1. When you play it, it doesn't buff automatically on the first playthrough. So it's one of those cards that's like weird to end on. You have to get it at the beginning of your turn. And it's also weird that Amalgadons are so weak when you're playing Nomi. Unless you discover one on the other side. So decide to probably not purchase it, or I guess you can purchase it by selling the Selfless. Selfless isn't the end of the word. Also, you could sell the weak Amalgadon. You're just gonna lose out on a buff because Amalgadon would count as a different type. I think selling the... Oh, okay, I sold the 24/24. And got a huge Amalgadon here. Got the Divine Shield poison. At some point, probably like in the top 2 or 3, you should sell off your Nomi because he's just so small in comparison. You want your full board to be huge. So that's something to keep in mind with a Chef Nomi comp. You don't want to keep him in the whole time. Bye, Crag. Down to top 3 from 6. Looking for them elementals. Since the opponent has elementals as well, the Zap and the Ghoul was not the correct tech. That's what I was looking at there. Poor little Amalgadon. So puny and small. So you have to figure out which card you want to end on. And I think we want to end on the biggest one on the shop that we can make the biggest. We also want to see what this gives us, the Tavern Tempest. Which gives us another genie. Close to tripling it, but the problem is we're getting really late into the game and there's just like a good chance we never triple it. So just keep buffing that dude. Another Gar. And I think here's where I get a little bit confused. Should I be playing minions before I buy my Gar or play the Gar and then my minions? I think it was actually correct to buy the Gar first because you're gaining way more in health as opposed to getting the 1/1 on the attack and health. So I think this was a big misplay by me here. So I always play Gar first because you'll just get more health as opposed to 1/1 in attack and health. I feel like my Gar just destroys this Rafam so big, and since Rafam didn't have any poison, I got to crush him. Top 2, let's go. Alright, time to face the final boss. So we're going to keep buying those elementals with Chef Nomi. Probably going to kill off Nomi soon too. I'm not sure if I actually do that in this video because I can't remember, but I should be selling off Chef Nomi as he is not going to be getting any more value and he's quite small. Also, I'm not sure what my opponent's playing, but the Ghoul is a consideration depending on what's going on over there. Let's get a free refresh. It's elemental, which is huge. It's free. Oh, they're running dragons, so the Ghoul maybe could have done something if they have Nadina, not sure. Refreshing, so elemental in, and then there is double money, so you spend 4 gold and get 6 gold, so this is worth just to buy, sell, get another roll if we need it. Decide to taunt up the Amalgadon, which is great because it's a poison minion. Oh, yep, boat. Yep, boat. Oh no, the time. Hello, streamer, faster, APM, hello. So I think I wanted to get rid of the Nomi here and I ran out of time. And I was too afraid to just not have a minion as opposed to, oh. Like if I would have sold the Nomi, I might not have had a minion, which would have been bad. But we absolutely demolished this poor Maev from 20 health to none. Lieutenant Gar OP. And that is MILLHOUSE with elementals. Make sure you try it out next time you play MILLHOUSE. Super fun way to play him. Have a good day.